So for all those that don't know, Popeyes bought the chicken sandwich back, right? I don't know whether it was this week or last week, right? And of course, the ignorant low-class blacks are back at it again. I saw this video on Instagram where it was like two like metal poles, and I guess they were like navigating the drive-through to get to the drive-through menu, right? So it was like, you know, one on the left, one on the right, and it was two cars that was trying to get in between those poles. Now, taking heat, those two cars, the drivers are damaging their cars just to get to the drive-thru to order this Popeye's chicken. That's the type of state of mind that these people have. You're fucking up your car that you put payments on just to get a $5 sandwich? And I did say sandwich. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. But then again, you know, I'm saying to myself, these people haven't learned their lesson. They've been doing this shit the first time the chicken sandwich came out. But I know someone that has, and that's me. You see, I figured it out. I'm no longer embarrassed anymore to see some shit like that. You know, today I drove by Popeyes, and they had a line wrapped around Popeyes, and the whole parking lot was filled, and they had orange cones blocking the entrance so no one else can get in. Oh yeah, they're gonna sell out again. But I'm no longer embarrassed anymore when I see shit like that black people do. You wanna know why? Because classism will always exist. It will. There will always be a low class of black people, as well as white people, as well as Mexicans and Asians. It will always be that way. You see, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So, you have two people, like male, female, black, right? They're in the projects. They have little to no education. They're dropouts. They live in a food desert, so, you know, they're ordering Chinese food and pizza. They have bad eating habits. They work at these rinky-dink jobs, and if they don't work at these rinky-dink jobs, they find a hustle. It may be selling drugs, it may be selling whatever, illegally or legal. They don't really have any goals in life. They don't know anything about proper etiquette or mannerism. So these two low-class people come together and they have sex and they breed another low-class person. What do you think those people, the parents, what do you think that they're gonna teach their children? You think that they're gonna teach them how to go to Harvard? How to fill out an application? No, they're gonna teach them how to smoke blunts. They're gonna teach them their bad habits, eating habits, and all the rest of that. So there will be a continuous cycle going on when it comes to classism. The low class are gonna teach their children how to be a low class person. The middle class is gonna teach their children how to be a middle class person, and the high class will do the same. So don't get upset when you see that type of coonery buffoonery going on, because that is not that's not part of your family. It may be the black race, and the only reason why, you know, they're part of the black race is by default. They're black. But other than that, they don't act a certain way. So you shouldn't be embarrassed to see some shit like that. And the system was designed to be that way. The system was designed for blacks to be that way. I mean, should I say it? I mean, we already know the projects is nothing but a project. That's it. And it's there for a purpose. That's the reason why they've been knocking them down. You know, of course, gentrification goes on or whatever have you, but still, they still move these low class people, black people, into what is it? The shit, low income houses. And it's fucked up. You know what I mean? Because you could be paying $1,500 for your house, but this guy across the street from you This nigga paying like $2 a month. There'll always be low class black people, and you got to get over that. There'll never be a time where all of us will have our shit together. So why? I'm just trying to understand, what do you expect from these people, man? They're only being who and what they are. They're acting just like they supposed to act. They're acting just like how they were born and bred to be. And you should understand that. Period. Let me ask you a question, yo. Why do you think that these record labels, these major record labels, have signed rappers that talk about genocide, killing their own, selling drugs, committing crimes? Well, I can tell you, it's just plain and simple. The youth are influenced by the rappers, and they'll listen to what the rappers have to say, because most of them are brought up in single parent households, so they don't have a father figure. So their father figure is who? Name one. Gucci Mane. So they do whatever Gucci Mane is doing. Whatever Gucci Mane says on the CD, right? They're gonna listen. And guess what happens? They commit the crime, and what do they have to do? The time. And now the system has them in modernized slavery, doing 7 to 10. Yeah, it's cool for them to work at IBM while they're in prison making 13 cents an hour. But IBM won't hire that same prisoner that was working for them in prison when he gets out. And what happens? He turns around and commits the same crime that he got thrown in jail the first time for, because he has no way out. And now they got this thing, you know what, it ain't now, they been had it called 3 strikes you're out. So you ain't never getting out. It's all set up and designed that way. And I know some of y'all conspiracy theorists are like, let me get back to, my point with the Popeye chicken shit. I know some of y'all conspiracy theorists are saying, well, they're putting poisons in the chicken or whatever, and that in the chicken sandwich, this and that. Yo, that's not a conspiracy. I mean, they're poisoning us across the board. I mean, shit, I can go to a grocery store and the sticker can say organic, right? But it's just a sticker. I don't know if that, let's say cucumber, was organic. So some people may say, well, you know what? You need to grow your own food. Yeah, that makes sense if I had a goddamn farm. Y'all don't know how hard it is to do a farm and how much land you need. I have children. I can't just say, let me grow a tomato vine, and that takes months for the tomatoes to grow, right? So say, for example, I got 7 tomatoes. I use 3 of them Monday and I use 4 of them Tuesday. What am I gonna do throughout the rest of the week? So it's just not that simple. And people know, these major corporations know it. The food industry knows it. This is the reason why they have grocery stores. Listen to it phonetically. Grocery stores, GROSS. They want to gross a certain amount of money, and they'll do whatever it takes to make that money, cutting costs. Oh, we're not gonna put real cherries inside this fruit punch. We're gonna put artificial flavoring inside of it. So no, when you buy that fucking chicken sandwich, that is Frankenstein food. Popeyes have hired scientists to master your taste buds. Period. Your chicken sandwich was made in a lab. Period. So don't expect the low class to act like they're high class or middle class. Oh, Black Friday is coming up, and I know they're gonna act the fool. You're gonna see all types of low class races. And what I mean races, I'm talking about several different races, like black, Mexican, Asian, Vietnamese and all of that. Black Friday come, you'll see all types of low class races. You know what I mean? White people. But listen. Be smart. Get your money and shop. What is it? Cyber Monday or Cyber Sundays, and shop that way. Other than that, don't be shocked and amazed when you see a bunch of low-class blacks acting a goddamn fool over a goddamn chicken sandwich, because that's how they act. And if you tell them something different, they're liable to smack the living shit out of you. They weren't raised like you and me, and that's something that you have to understand. Now, if you see me out there fucking going ape shit over a goddamn chicken sandwich, it's something psychologically fucked up in my head. Because my mom's cooked our food. We had plates of food. We hardly ate out. And if we did, it was on the weekends. And it was like one time. That's it. We had Sunday dinner. Monday through Friday, we had a full course meal. I could give my mom's credit for that shit. So I know better. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. These low-class blacks don't know any better. Nobody taught them better. Everyone that they have that influenced them taught them worse. That's what you have to understand. Other than that, my name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.